Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. Oh Lord, I I usually do my hair up in like a little roll or whatever it's called. I don't know what the official term of it is, but today I think I did it a little too high because it's. I mean, usually I know I bumped it on my forehead. I mean, on the top of the roof of the car, but today is like scraping the total roof. So I'm like, okay, maybe I went a couple of inches too high today. Anyway, hope everyone's having a great day. I am having a great day. Had some trouble falling asleep last night though. I don't know why. Maybe because my nephew got a fever in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, and it was like 100 or 101 degrees. So, you know, took care of that, and then gave him some meds, and then I was supposed to give him meds 4 hours later, but 4 hours later turned out to be 1 a.m. and I was like, I'm not gonna wake him up just to give him meds. So I checked his temperature at 1 a.m. and it was already fine. So, but then I was like wide awake at 1 a.m. not knowing what to do, and it's like, oh my goodness. And I also forget that my favorite drink of the moment, and it's been my favorite drink for the last decade, not decade, it's been my favorite drink. I'm gonna say for the last year or so. Pure leaf brewed tea, but it's got to be the purple because they have different colors of the tea. It's got to be the purple one because that one's an extra sweet one. And oh my goodness, I literally drive to stores all over Modesto looking for this one. And I just took a big swig of it. Anyway, I was drinking it last night, and then I was like, because you know, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're probably gonna get diabetes or whatever. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, sugars maybe a little high. Okay, I get it, but it's natural sugar. It's not like fake. It's not like corn syrup. And then at the very bottom, I saw it, and I'm like, caffeine. 80 milligrams per bottle, and I'm like, ooh, and I down like about 3 or 4 bottles of these a day. So I'm like, okay, maybe I know now why I can't fall asleep. Anyway, so yesterday took my nephew to the doctor. You know, hopefully it's not anything. I'm not gonna get into detail out of privacy for him, but you know, hopefully he's gonna get better. He made a pinky promise to his my hair. He made a pinky promise to the doctor, so, and she's gonna call me next week, and he's like already like, is she gonna call you today? And I'm like, no, she's gonna call me on Monday. So yeah, yesterday was supposed to be, I was supposed to work yesterday, but then I had to take him to the doctor, and then my mother, and then I didn't want them to be waiting in the sun because they were going to take the bus, and then my mother being 73 years old and having, sometimes she gets vertigo, and so I was like, no, I'll try to make it in if I can, and if I can't, well then I can't, I'm sorry. And then I felt bad because around 6 p.m. one of my coworkers called, and they're like, I feel really sick, because they know that I am like the DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub person. They want something delivered, they come to me because they know that I have all those things down and easy. You know, you want a super burrito or whatever, I can get that delivered to you in no time. And he was like, I don't feel really good, I have a really bad headache, or this, I don't really remember what it was, but he said he wasn't feeling well. And I was like, okay, well, what do you need? And he was like, if you can have somebody deliver pozole, which is a Mexican, like, soup. he was like, I would really appreciate it, and I'm like, I'll pay, and I was like, okay, so I'm like, okay, send me your address. So I was like expecting a Modesto address, and I'm like, I'm sure there's some taqueria out there that's selling pozole, even though it's a Monday night. And you see, I just saw another car drive by, and I always do this when I get to the spot. Cars do not respect that "do not turn on red" sign. It's like, people, come on. It's already been here for at least 6 months, and people still ignore it. Anyway, so he sends me the address, and it's in Los Baños, and I'm like, really, dude? You live all the way over there? No wonder he gets to work like half an hour late every day. And I'm like, okay, so Uber Eats does not even operate in Los Baños. They're like, we're not quite there yet, the app says. And then Grubhub and what is the other one? DoorDash, they do. I don't do Postmates. I haven't really gone into the whole Postmates vibe yet, so I don't do Postmates. But I was looking everywhere, and all I could find was menudo, or like caldo de res, which is like a beef stew. I couldn't find pozole, that Mexican soup that has hominy. And so I called them back, and I'm like, hey, you want pozole? Because I can't. It's Monday morning. They usually only make menudos on like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And he was like, no, I don't want pozole. He's like, I don't want menudo. He's like, just, if they don't have that, can I just get like a extra, like a super burrito, asada, and everything? And I'm like, okay, fine. So I sent him that, and then I vaguely remember one time we were somebody was like gonna bring us drinks, and I remember he wanted Squirt, and I know that Squirt is made out of grapefruit juice, and the reason why I know this very well is because I am allergic to grapefruit. But I remember he asked for Squirt, so they were selling jarritos, which is a Mexican drink, and they had a toronja, which is Squirt, which is, grapefruit. So I sent him a grapefruit jarrito as well, and then they had agua mineral, which is mineral water, basically, yeah, just water with bubbles. I don't know how to explain it. So I sent him that. I'm like, hope you feel better, and they actually picked up the order really quickly, because it's Los Baños, so it's not like they had a lot of orders coming in. So anyway, so that was that yesterday. And then I had a piano lesson again with my piano student, and again I had to postpone, and I feel bad about that, because my lights, my tire light, not my tire light, my brake light, this old man yesterday was like, I was at the putting gas, and he like parked behind me, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be here a while, and there's a bunch of other places that are open for you to put your gas. Why are you like, and then he was like, oh sir, he was like, I just want to let you know that your brake lights aren't working. And I'm like, oh well, thank you. And he was like, yeah, I just hope you do the same. I hope you would do the same for me if that was. And I was like, yeah, I would definitely try to tell someone that their brake lights weren't working. So anyway, brake lights aren't working. And if you know me, you know that I know zip about brake lights, how to replace them, what kind they are, nothing. So, and then my mother seems to think AutoZone is like the answer to everything. Oh, just go to AutoZone. They'll find you I know that they'll find me the perfect light. Will they put it on for me? No, I don't think so. Oh, you can ask them. They might do it. I'm like, oh no, I don't think AutoZone is gonna go. Well, I don't know. That tells you how much I know about AutoZone, about autos in general. AutoZone is probably not going to go in there and get me my drink or whatnot. I see my boss's wife over there. So last week, I tallied up my hours at work. I just drove by my work, by the way. And my boss was like, how come you have like 9.5 on certain days? And I was like, well, on certain days I get here at 9:30, so I start half an hour early because, you know, I like to get everything, because I swear I haven't been here. I was in Los Baños on Saturday. I wasn't here on Sunday. I wasn't here on Monday. That desk, when I get to it this morning, it's gonna be chaos, complete chaos. So I like to get here early when I'm not here the day before, to fix everything. You know, it's like I'm developing a little bit of OCD, and it's like I have to have everything in a certain way. And that's what I told him. I'm like, yeah, I get here half an hour early because I have to fix everything up. And I'm like, and I said to him, you know, but if you'd like, I'm like, I don't have to get here early. I can get here right at 10 on the spot. And he was like, okay. And he surprised me because he was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and start at 10. And I'm like, okay. I thought, you know, he wouldn't mind a little extra effort, but okay, if he wants me to be there at 10, I will be there at 10, and I'm usually always the earliest one. And I technically could have started being like, okay, I'm working out, because sometimes I do show up at 9, and they're already open, and there's stuff for me to do. And anyway, so he was like, yeah, let's just be here at 10, and I was like, okay, no worries, I'll be here at 10. So right now it's 9:34. Might as well come to, and I already have my drink, my iced tea here, but I'm gonna come to Starbucks and get myself my drink and get my, oh my god, I hope the line isn't long, because then I don't want to be late. Yesterday, because I was supposed to work yesterday, but then I ended up not working because I had so much come up. I sent my boss her Jamba Juice she always likes, and she was like very thankful. She was like, thank you. She was like, I haven't had a chance to eat anything, and I'm like so hungry. And I'm like, oh, there's a Corvette right there, old school Corvette. Okay. So anyway, so I love both of my bosses, but I really think that the female boss, the wife boss, she really appreciates me. And I'm not saying that the husband boss doesn't appreciate me. He does appreciate me as well. But sometimes I feel a little bit more appreciated by the wife boss. And it's actually very funny because everybody else is like, thinks that the husband boss is more friendly, but I like the way the wife boss works, because she's not about, you know, she's about selling fairly, and she's not about, you know, lowballing, accepting lowballers. And I mean, she understands that she has a business she has to run, and that, hey, you know, you can't have a business if every sale you make is a low baller sale. I mean, once in a while, yeah, I understand it, but not every sale can be a low baller. Anyway, oh my gosh, I hope these cars move fast. I don't want to be late either. So what was I gonna say? Well, actually, you know what? There's already a car behind me, and I haven't even checked if I have cash, because I don't have my... Yeah, I have cash. Okay. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Today, I'm going, after work, I'm going straight to Riverbank to give a lesson, the piano lesson that I missed yesterday. And what I actually did is I ended up just banging on my brake lights, and actually one of them turned back on, so I don't know if something's loose in there, but as long as one of my brake lights works, I'm okay with it. And if I get stopped, I'm gonna play the "Ooh, I didn't know. I'm sorry." And I know I need to fix it, and I will. But at the moment I am working, and I don't have like specific days off, so it's like okay, so when do I get off? So I mean, not when do I get off, but when is my day off? You know. So it's like sometimes I'm like I have to like choose my own days off, and then I feel bad because I'm like, what if they need some, like yesterday, my coworker called me from home and it was like 6, and I'm like, how can he be home already? So that means he didn't come to work yesterday, and I didn't come to work yesterday. So yesterday there were only 2 other possible people that could have been here at work, plus my boss's wife. So that's 2 salespersons the entire day, and I was thinking Frank was going to be at work, but I guess he wasn't. Anyway, he said he was going to be here today, so hopefully today we can make up for the sales. Oh my goodness. Okay, here I go.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks. What can we get started for you?
Hi, I'm gonna get your venti strawberry acai.
Okay, what else can we get going for you?
And then I'm gonna get your pink drink.
Okay, a venti as well?
Yeah, as well, yeah.
Okay.
And then I just would like more sweetener or pumps or whatever it is you put in that to make
I'm
it
sorry,
sweet.
what was that?
I would like it sweeter, the pink drink, so...
Oh, you want it sweeter, so probably more of the strawberry acai base.
More of that or more pumps or whatever it is. Whatever works, you know. And that's all.
Awesome. We'll see you guys here. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, is my pinkity drinkity a strawberry acai base? I did not know that. Anyway. Oh my goodness. And you know why I'm yawning? It's because I couldn't go to sleep last night, and it's like it was 1 in the morning and I was wide awake, and then I was drinking tea, which I shouldn't have been drinking because it has caffeine. So I just popped to melatonin, and melatonin is something that your brain creates naturally. That's why my mom's like, ooh, you know, she'll see my where I keep all my meds, and she'll see like, oh, you have a new drug that you're taking, and I'm like, it's not a drug. Melatonin is something that your brain naturally creates. When your brain sees that the sun's going down, it starts creating melatonin to tell your body that it's time to go to sleep, and that'll make you drowsy. It's a natural bodily function. It's a natural thing that your brain creates. Unfortunately, at 1 a.m., it's a little too late for me to watch the sun go down, so I just took to melatonin, and I did fall asleep pretty quickly. But no, I can't stop yawning. It's like, okay. So now that's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I'm early, might as well go to Starbucks, because I know that they'll have caffeinated. They'll have caffeine, and probably they'll have more caffeine than my black tea here. So let me get my cash. And so Sophia's doing very well. I'm very happy with her. She loves her new home enclosure, her new castle, her new palace, or whatever. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hi.
20?
Yeah.
US $9.50.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Alright, $10.50 is your change.
No, thank you. That's
Okay.
fine. Mhm.
Have a great day.
You
Thank
too. Thank you. I don't know why they offer straws when these new lids have like a little sippy cup thing to them. But hey, I guess they're just used to doing that. Okay, so Sophia's doing great. She's loving her new palace. And I mean, moving from a 20-gallon to a full, and it's not just a full 50 or 60 gallon, but it's a tall. So I bought these shelves that are made out, I don't even know what they're made out of, but you put it against the back wall and it actually, she's already climbing all over those shelves. I'm glad because she's exercising, so you go, girl. But yesterday since I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to make it work, so I called the Serpentanium. I can't pronounce that name yet, and I should because I'm a gold member. I already bought a membership to them. So, and actually I came here in front of me that we have Carter's Pet Mart, and I was like, do you guys sell dubia roaches? And they're like, yeah, we do. And I'm like, cool, how much? They're like 98 cents each for the large ones. And I'm like, 98 cents each? Where at the I don't know how to pronounce it. At the other place where I am a gold member, I can get them for like 20 for $5. So I'm like, really? So I spent $9 on dubia roaches, and I actually ended up getting the smaller ones because the bigger ones were way too big for Sophia to eat. And I understand that. By the way, I heard that Burlington was going out of business. I'm wondering if that's true or not. I'm right here in front of it. I wanted to see if they are going out of business. We're always looking for great talent. Okay, so they're hiring. I don't think they're going to be going out of business anytime soon. Pure One Imports is going out of business, so that kind of sucks. I mean, it's not like I ever bought anything there, but I did like to go in there once in a while and just check things out. They sold those beautiful glass heads that I used to collect. Oh, yeah. Anyway, okay, so you want to cross? Go ahead, lady, cross. Okay, you could at least wave at me for letting you cross. You have to be rude about it. Okay, it's 9:45. I'm still 15 minutes early. Why am I so early to my work? Well, I mean, I don't care. I'm just going to show up early and I'm not going to start. I'm just going to sit there until 10 and then start fixing everything. They ask me a question, I'm going to be like, sorry, I'm not working yet. Just told not to work yet. No, I'm not that kind of a person. I'm like, really? You don't want to pay me for an extra 15 minutes? I don't care. I'm still. And then this is going to be an interesting day because this past on Friday, I recorded a literal 38-minute video while I was outside on the tent. You can kind of see the tent here on the video. I recorded a very long video just explaining to them how I felt because I was feeling annoyed. I was feeling like, you know what, if this continues, I don't think I'm gonna be here much longer, and it's just because of certain employees, and it's just getting worse. It's not getting better. And so I showed it to because my mom's like my editor, and so I called my mother and I showed it to her, and she was like, it's good and it makes sense what you're saying. She's like, but did you really have to talk for 38 minutes? And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, my boss, he literally is the one that spends here all night taking care of the stuff because they don't bring it in the morning. They don't bring it in at night. And he decided not to hire security because even with security, some stuff went missing last year. So he spends his nights here, which I feel bad for him because It's like, dude, you know, how can you sleep here in his car? So anyway, so I sent him that message, and I sent it to both him and her, and I just sent it. I told him what I was thinking, and that was it. And then yesterday I looked at the videos, as I can see, and they were unlisted, so it means only they got to see them, only the people that I sent the links to. And I saw that the videos had been watched like 5 times each, so they definitely watched it over. Maybe they couldn't watch it over. They didn't have the time or patience to watch it one time through, so they had to come back and keep watching them. I don't know. But they did watch it. They watched it like a couple. At least they've watched it a couple of times each. So we'll see what the attitude is here. I mean, I love them, but some things have got to change, because if they don't, I mean, I love my job and I love that I'm working, but at the same time, I don't have time for the BS. I really don't. So anyway, I'm here at work. Gotta change my attitude. Gotta put that smile on. I'm happy. And here we go. Another full day. And then a piano lesson afterwards. Gotta get that ready too. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye.